Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Just back from a nice, lovely, relaxing cottage weekend myself, and eager to get back into the week and into the swing of things and seeing where our journeys are going to lead us. Things are super up in the air for me right now. Direction, career, health, so many things are kind of flying around. Taking today to just really rest, come back into routine and into home, get your groceries done, all that stuff. But I was coming into my room to try to get reconnected because I was feeling a little ungrounded and kind of not sure what to do today. And I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do a reading or do my own thing or what. But I thought, well, how about I'll do a reading and be for me as much as it is for you. And I decided that I'm going to go with my OG cards, my favorite energy of the Oracle, just to like bring things back to basics, just to shake things up, shake things back to normal. I don't know. We'll see. For me, there's just a lot of confusion, on career path and what it is that I actually really want. What is it that my soul's calling out to? What is my purpose? And sometimes you can feel things that are kind of just like, they're a bit in the ethers or just like hiding behind the veil, just waiting for us to go get them. And a lot of that I feel like has a lot to do with healing too. So there's aspects of ourselves that are not quite ready to take on the next phases of our life because there's something that we're still needing to learn right now. So let's see. What do we need to know today? Well, first we have journey. Second, we have the sun, which is always my favorite. And then last we have envy. So with journey, we're being shown the way, like the way is being lit up for us. And we are magic. Like the light is also shining within us. Our suitcase is shining. We have our own little light. But it's almost like we're still walking through the darkness. It's still nighttime. So we're still needing that light. We're still needing that direction, that help to know which way to go. And there's always multiple ways to get to the same outcome. And it's just depending on what your choice. You can choose whatever journey you want to go on. But I feel like there's always a certain step that might feel a little bit better than another option. But the whole way, each journey is magical in itself because we're going to learn and grow from whichever journey that we go on. But there is that light that's being lit. And we want to head towards whatever we feel is lighting us up. So with the sun is wish fulfillment, contentment, joy, happiness. We have Our Lady bathing in a pool full of lily pads. And it's just, the sun is shining. It's almost like this is a period of relaxation, like, oh, we made it. We made the choices. We've got to where we want to go by following our path, by following what lights us up. But there's also a warning here about being envious, because something that might light somebody else up doesn't necessarily light us up. So if we're thinking that we need to be this other person, we want to be like that person, we want what they have, we want the journey that they've gone on. So it's looking at something external, it's looking at something outside of ourselves, something that we don't have. And that can cause a block or a hindrance in the progression of our journey. So take a moment to take a step back and say, what is it that I'm envious about other people? What do they have that I don't have that I want? And that could be a good clue that might be kind of clouding over seeing what lights you up. It's because you're looking at what lights someone else up, and you think that's going to give you the same outcome, but it's not true. Our lives are so individual. So this woman is almost like demanding, like, I want that. And she's holding a chalice. Is she holding a chalice? She is not. I just don't have my glasses on. But it's almost like she's, there's just this demanding, like, I want that. Give this to me. So it's just to be careful of that energy of looking outside of ourselves for something we don't have. So we're creating lack. And when we create that lack energy, it can disrupt the flow. It can disrupt where we're seeing the light. It can kind of put on some blinders. So I'm just going to pull out some Light Seers Tarot for further clarification on the journey. Okay. So with the journey, we have Judgment, Seven of Pentacles, as well as the Eight of Cups. So the Judgment card is essentially letting go of judgment. So letting go of what's holding us back, letting go of judging ourselves, letting go of judging others, and nurturing what it is that we already have. We want to nurture the seeds that we've planted. We want to walk away from things that are causing us a little bit of sadness. So it could be envy, could be a theme for some of us, that we need to really let go of seeking things outside of us, looking at other people, judging other people, because that could also be reflecting in the Judgment card. Because our journeys are so individualistic, like they are so tailored to ourselves. We cannot compare ourselves to other people. We want to ensure that we are nurturing what we already have. And clarification on the Sun. Many. Push. There's like chunks of cards that want to jump out today. So with the Sun, we have the Six of Wands. So the light is shining on you. It is time. It's your moment. And the King of Wands, bringing in the Strength. And on the bottom of the deck was the Strength card. So in the background, you can see the line in the background. So the King of Wands, I feel like he's like a messenger. So it could be someone that's going to show up in your life, or is showing up, or it could be representative of you. But it's calling in the strength, taking firm action, holding steady, steadfast, and in doing so, celebrating. There will be like a windfall. There will be something, recognition, the light shining on you. So again, that's going with the Sun. Yeah, and it's celebrating like, yes, I made it. Like I held firm. I reached deep inside. I pulled out that inner lion, that inner strength. And with envy, we have 8 of Swords and Death and Rebirth. So 8 of Swords, seeing something in yourself. So sorry, how is this coming? Seeing something in yourself that you don't see. That's interesting. What does that mean? Seeing something in yourself that you don't see. Sorry. Okay, so Spirit is saying, look inside yourself, because you are not seeing something. You are seeing yourself being bound, being blindfolded, like you're feeling trapped inside, but you're actually not trapped. So you can see that she's looking into a pool where her inner self is bound and is blindfolded and bound by her wrists, but she's actually not. So it's her perception, which is actually also the same as the Judgment card, letting go of perception. So letting go of the way that we view ourselves. Letting go of the way that we're viewing others. Because when you're seeing yourself in lack, when you're seeing yourself as not having what it is that you want, you are really feeling like you're in this like inward prison, but you're actually not. It's because you're looking at something that's outside yourself. And then Death and Rebirth is coming in and saying, let all of this go. Let go of this notion of lack, or of not having what you need, or not having what you know your neighbor has, or your friend has, or this person on TV has. It's letting all of this go and understanding that letting this part of you go is going to be part of your rebirth. It's going to be part of this celebration. It's going to be part of this letting go. And then you are flying up and meeting Source. You are free. So letting yourself go of this mental prison of thinking that you don't have what you need, because everybody does, right? We all have what we need. It's everything we have is inside of us. But when we're looking outwardly, we're creating lack. But we want to nurture everything that we have. Everything that we've been given is so perfect and beautiful that we don't need to look outside of ourselves. And when we realize that, that's when the Death and Rebirth is coming through. Death and Rebirth. Is the Sun. So where's my little favorite? My favorite little animals. It's the Spirit Animal Oracle. I just have the little tiny version. But their messages are always so, so perfect. Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. So this is actually, for me, it's tying into the Death and Rebirth as well as the King of Wands. So it's the energy of the King of Wands. It's being fearless. It's being bold. It's standing your ground. It's being able to look at that part of yourself that is creating that lack, that is looking outside and being envious and judging and wanting things that we don't already have. So it's tapping into that fearless and bold energy, telling yourself, I don't need those things. I don't need to be that person. I don't need to achieve this, this, and this to be whole. Because we are whole, right? We are whole already. And then we have Stag Spirit. Take the lead. Why does that make me think of something else here? I think it's this journey. Take the lead. Take the first steps. When you start putting yourself first, when you start taking those first steps of leaving something behind, we are being so extremely fearless and bold. And we're telling the universe, like, okay, I'm ready to let this aspect of me go. I'm ready to heal this part of me. I'm ready to take the first steps. I'm ready to walk down the path that is lit up for me. And Spirit says, amazing, because this is what I want to give you. And then I'm feeling that I would love to get a final message from this White Light Oracle, which is one of the most beautiful decks I've ever seen. And I just ordered a bunch of new decks. I'm very excited for those to come. So what is the final message for us? Bastet of 174 hertz. So hertz is like a frequency. And this is a really beautiful little cat spirit. And I'm actually going to read part of the interpretation for this one. You've been moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you've become. Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower, healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. So the frequency 174 hertz is known as the pain relieving frequency, a natural anesthetic. So that could be really great to find some music that is tuned to that to help if you're going through something really deep that needs a lot of healing, maybe if you're experiencing some pain. But this card is reminding us to slow down and smell the roses. Willingness to connect to the earth and the body. So it's just a reminder to slow down. So if we're getting maybe too wrapped up in other people's stories, we're getting too wrapped up in our own story, to take a step back, take a breath, listen to some energizing music, address what's going on in our body. Because if we're moving too fast, we're missing on potentially signs and the next steps that we're being shown because we're so wrapped up perhaps in other people's story. Maybe that's why the envy card is showing up. And it's to take a step back, take a breath, look at our own journey. Where are your next steps? And it doesn't matter anyone else's steps. So that was a nice little reminder. So that is our reading for today. Thank you so much for being here. And this was a great reading for me too, just to have a reminder that the steps are constantly being lit up for you. So it's opening your eyes to them or realizing what it is that you're getting distracted by. So you're missing where the next steps are. But again, taking that moment to be like, oh, I am getting enthralled in this other dilemma story. Okay, I'm strong. I don't need this. I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to continue on my story. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Take care.